Here. Hey, how do you turn this around?
That's it. So can you read that?
Oh, it doesn't.
It doesn't allow it.
So how do you get this back?
Huh?
Oh,
Okay, here you go.
yeah, but you only see me. He won't get you in. Pick it up a bit and then switch it.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
So I want to talk to you today.
Oh, don't start talking. Just go back to what we were arguing about before.
I want to argue with you today about.
Hold. Wait a second. For anyone who's watching, we have any followers? Got no followers. Great. Boy.
Then you can't hear it.
Yeah, whatever. That's why we need the microphone.
No, we're going to do the Zoom and we'll have two cameras.
Oh, yeah, that would be when we're doing someone else. When it's just the two of us. We're just going to hot bait.
Anyway,
By the way, what were we calling this? What was that line you sent me?
Anyway, I want to talk to you about a serious and important issue.
Sheila, no, go ahead.
Shiloh is an example.
Oh.
Shiloh is a great guy. He's doing pretty good. But as an example, the idea of we are Charedim, therefore we don't go to the army.
That's 100% stupidity. He
Yeah.
should go to the army.
Exactly.
I
Okay.
agree
I
with
wanted,
you.
okay, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Not him specific. Never mind him. He's already 21. So
Doesn't make a difference. I think he could.
the idea of that people not going to the army because they might need cartel or whatever.
That's 100%
Whatever
BS.
excuse.
I discussed that. I
excuse.
even took a Hanan to Rabbi Gochovsky. And Rabbi Gochovsky said, a Bacher should go to the army if he ain't doing nothing with his life.
If you're not doing anything with exactly. So if you're not doing something with your life means you need to go and do something with your life. One of the things you can do with your life is going to the army. If you're in the army, you can do lots of productive things. You can do things that are not productive. But even if you're not productive, the fact that you're in the army is already, for society-wise, you're a productive individual. And even though it's difficult to be in the army, especially if you're not productive.
Again, I don't give a flying rat's ass. If you're scratching your nuts back at home and they need soldiers, you go fight.
No, I'm not talking about fight. People don't want to fight.
No, not about fight. You go to the army.
Yeah.
If you're not productive, and the Medina or whatever
What
it
does
is.
it mean to be productive? He's
If you're
selling suits.
The only
Is that productive?
the only
So-
reason why you shouldn't go to the army is because if you're learning Torah.
Exactly.
Because that's the one reason. The Rebbe said this over and over and over again. The only reason you should be at home is if you're learning Torah. And if you ain't learning Torah, then you're not protecting the world by one way, then protected by the physical
So let's
sense.
talk about I want to talk not spiritual.
It's
You
not
live,
spiritual.
you live in a city. You live as a citizen in the country.
Yeah, but
What's the
again,
name of the
wait a
country?
second. Drop the country for a second, because then you could say that anyone learning Torah, any yeshiva bacher should go.
Why? No. They're
They're what?
doing something productive. They're learning.
So so he's doing something productive. He's not learning. So
Exactly.
that's exactly the point. His learning protects. It's like the guy sitting behind the computer. What is he doing? He's just watching bombs fly. Perfect, but then he's setting things to blow up those bombs. He's learning Torah. He's on a spiritual sense. He is saving the world. The Rebbe said this over and over again. We're not talking to right now. We're not talking to someone that's not religious. We're talking between the two of us. And anyone that's going to watch this video at some point, probably never, but whatever. That's not the point. They're doing something to watch over. Yeah, that means sitting in front of a computer. That means whatever it is. They're right now learning Torah. That's their mission statement. But someone that's doing nothing, which means I'm working to save my life, whatever it is.
And maybe
yes,
I'll go to New
he
York.
should go.
Yeah,
No, he should
So
go.
why doesn't he know that that's what you think? Or that's what I think?
I told him
think-
that before.
Oh, you told him that?
I don't think we have to sit and scratch into.
No, of course not. We have
You
discussion.
tell him what your opinion is.
But
move
are
on.
you sure that he thinks?
He knows what I think. I've told him a few times go to the army.
Yeah.
And every time I discussed it with him, like, should I go to the army? Yeah, go. By all means, you're not doing nothing with me with your life.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying there's a problem going to the army. of anything. I posted on a family chat, and Pops went nuts quite a few times. Whether it ever said that you should go to the army anyway, that you're not doing nothing with your life. But it's not the point. In his situation, yeah, he should go to the army. You trying a new toy? You bought that for the car?
Yeah.
That's the best that you got? Find the car would do better. You should go check this out when we finish tonight.
All right. See, it's giving more light.
They'll have facing us. Maybe above us.
It's very bad light, obviously.
It's not the best.
This is shitty.
Yeah, but the car might have it's too warning lines.
If it's completely dark,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should go check it in the car before.
No, but then it'll be weird. It'll be like spooky, like the light.
Oh, dude, it's warning lines. Okay, keep it on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Burning.
right, yeah. Right in my
It's so
eyes.
sensitive.
Yeah, that's my whole family got blue eyes. That's what it does. Right. You know that you could get sunburns in your eyes?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Dude,
Not
it's
with the
killing
red.
me. I can't. It's pushing. Putting my eyes. It hurts. Push, it hurts. Can you just turn it off?
Yeah.
Thanks. Alright, back to your saying. Next topic. So he knows. Now that he knows that I know that he wants to know that. Fuck off. No, next. How many people got watching?
4.
Nice. Hi, we're brother-in-laws. We're discussing a third brother-in-law. Alright,
No,
let's
we're
do this. Alright, never mind. We're discussing army.
We're discussing, things, social things. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, l'chaim, l'chaim.
Hi, it's not coffee. And when we do this conversation in English, I don't give a rat's behind.
No, English is better. There's people all over the world. Salam to Iran. Khomeini down.
Dude, can we get back to topic?
Yeah, sure.
What were we discussing?
We're talking about if you live in a country and you're
No, we
obliged.
discussed that. We agreed with that. You should go to the army if you're doing nothing with your life. If you're not being
So
productive.
now you're so busy
if you're not
helping
being-
one of the brother-in-laws. What about that one? He definitely needs.
Yeah, but you're not convincing him to go to the army.
No, not the army. Do something productive. Selling
He's doing
soup.
something. He's selling.
Selling
That's
soup.
what his productive is.
Yeah, he's always dreamed of being a seller. I don't think so.
It's not about his dream being his dream doing something. He's being productive in his way that he knows how.
No, he's
And
doing
that's
the
what
best
makes
he
him feel
can.
good about. He's still, as much as he's 21 years old, he's still a teenager. The day you understand that, as you said before, a teenager is a 10-year, the crazy 10 years, we call it?
Yeah, the 10-year war.
The 10-year war, it's going to be a 10-year war till he gets married.
So
Till
he
he
needs to get married,
finds,
so she's-
till he finds that someone
What's
that
the problem
puts
to
the
get
ring.
married?
We should get married.
Okay, you think he's on the way to get married? Yeah,
And no, he's still a kid.
I agree.
That's it. So
You have to. How do you find, if, for example, Hashem Yishmor, one of your child is already supposed to be mature and he's not mature yet? What do you do to that child? How do you help him? If you're his brother-in-law.
a lot of love. No, wait a second. No. You're not in that position. The Rebbe has a sikha, very interesting sikha, where the Rebbe talks about in the I forgot what it's called, Batya, something like that. Banya. It's the Russian, spas, baths, the heat bath.
Mm.
You sit in the banya, you sweat you sweat your brains out.
Mhm.
On YouTube, you shouldn't say nuts, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you sweat your brains out, and you sit there and you're sitting dry. It's dry heat, and you're just sweating, and a guy comes up there with a thing of like different types of leaves, and starts whacking you. So, like the sweat and the heat, and then he whacks you, and it feels like it's like heaven on earth.
Heaven?
Heaven on earth. You should do it one day.
What it makes you.
Nah, it just
The muscles. Okay.
No, it just you spray like everything, all the crap out. It's very cleansing. Feels amazing.
You can
Anyway,
you can feel the toxins and
no, you feel that fruity stuff.
the sweat.
Anyway, No, it's like a good feeling. So everybody says, like, something interesting when you're doing with Tzayim.
Oh yeah, you have to
You're
love
trying
it.
to, bring
I
it
turned
back
it down,
closer.
I turned it
It's
down.
my eyes burning my eyes.
Now I turned it down.
You say they're still burning my eyes.
Come
Anyway,
on, stop.
when you get, he says, think about the guy that didn't come into the banya. He's not even the banya. He's sitting in the dress. They haven't given such details, but I'll give it to you more detail. The guy's sitting in the dressing room, right? And he's walking. You walk over to him with this thing and just whack him across the head or across the back. He'd probably break your arm and leg.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, what the hell are you hitting me? Yeah, but you're in the banya. You're supposed to get hit. He says, yeah. After 15, 20 minutes of sitting in the banya, sitting in that dry heat and so on.
Warm.
And then you get hit. Then
Yeah.
you can give it to him. You got to warm up a guy before you start beating him. Everyone's easy on the tongue to give someone a speech. But if the man's not ready to get a speech, then who's the speech for? For you or for him?
Okay.
Are you giving that speech because you got to get off your chest? Or are you giving that speech because he's willing to listen to you? You understand the question?
Yeah, I understand. I understand that every time we address matters of this kind of thing, always it turns into, in your opinion, you always try to bring it into the energy, the interaction between the giver and the taker.
Not
Is
the
the giver?
taker.
Let me
Not the
finish.
taker.
Let me finish. this.
Receiver.
Said it. Whatever.
There's a big difference.
Said it, obviously.
Taker is someone's taking from himself. Receiver is, this is the position I'm in right now.
But I'm saying exactly that. You want to talk about I want to talk about an idea. Never mind the way it's
finished the beer.
it's given over. Yeah, there's more beer. Never mind the way it's given over. We'll talk about that in a different session. But it always ends up that you want to discuss. Hey, how are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Are you doing it with love? Is he receiving? Is he there? Is he a receiver?
But
Is he
that's
not a
the
receiver?
main question.
Just a second. Is he a receiver? Is he not a receiver? That's all about Yisod. But I'm talking to you about Chokhmah, Binah, Dat. I'm not even going down to Chesed, B'tzidi. I want to talk to you about ideas. If your ideas are proper, if your head is set, the giving over it, well, you're true. It always needs to be
No,
improved.
that's not true at all. Because as you learn Chassidus multiple times, and it's written down probably every mimer, is if the student is not willing to hear the teacher, then there's no freaking point in giving the message over.
You see, you're doing it again.
But that's exactly the point.
But I'm not talking about giving over anything. I'm talking about the chokhmah as it is a chokhmah.
The idea is great.
Which idea? Explain the idea.
The idea of giving him over the head that he should go to
No,
the
giving
army.
him over the head is not a deep, true, mettinger idea.
So what's your idea?
Exactly. I think you're not focusing enough on the ideas. You're too busy giving it over.
Okay, so let's hear
I'm not
your
talking
idea.
about brothers and brothers. I'm talking about basic, like...
And we started off talking about brother-in-law.
Yeah, of course, because we're using that as a
Exactly.
mashal about the whole our conduction in life. If your ideas, if you know what your
I
thoughts.
think everyone ran away.
Oh my God, they ran away.
אתה צודק צדיק. Oh wow, אז מה הרעיון שלך? Which one? Me or עידן? חיים או עידן?
מה אתה שותה? שותים בירה, מה?
No, the last question was אז מה הרעיון שלך?
הוא שואל אותי כאילו.
Wait, אתה רוצה תשובה ממני או מעידן? שלו. Yo, עידן, they want to hear your idea. Oh, baby. Thank you.
אוקיי, אני בא.
הוא מגיע, הוא חוזר עם ברח.
וואי,
שנייה, אתה מסכים איתי? מסכים איתי? You agreeing with me? Dude, my eyes are freaking burning.
Drink more beer. All right, dudes.
מה הרעיון שלך? בוא. They're asking. See, כן, מסכימים איתי. I asked them, they agree with me, and they say, yeah. Let's hear your idea. Talk, brother.
Once you hear my idea, you will so agree with me because it's all about either.
Maybe we should do this in Hebrew because everyone's right now watching.
No, it's automatically.
It's Google's Translate.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's always going to be Hebrew.
Go.
The idea is very simple. The idea is that there are ideas. The world is made up of people who dreams and thoughts. We're too busy doing things properly in the doing dimension. But if your ideas are lofty and thought through and how do you say, moral and religious and Jewish and lovely, and your ideas are refined and you're busy thinking about ideas, not busy with the mess. It's a mess. People in between them, they have mess all day long because they have egos and they have, they have true things. I want to
Get to the point.
The point is that is the point.
Can I ask you a great question? I'll give you an example of a story I heard from someone that was actually in India. He says, I was going down the the streets over there, and everyone has these temples of different things. He says, I saw somebody walk out of the temple of love, where they learned for 6 months you just got love. Everything's love. He says, I see a man standing up there going, food, money, anything, just give me something to eat. The guy comes out of Temple of Love and gives him a massive hug and kisses him. I love you, man. Puts the guy back down the street and walks off. Mm-hmm. Does he love him or not? Exactly. Give him a big hug, give him a big kiss, but the guy's still starving.
But that might be, you understand that.
But that's 100% BS. That's exactly the point. You can have great philosophy, but if the guy ain't eating, he's going to die tomorrow.
Sure.
So, back to what I was trying to say before. With all the great inspirations, you could have the greatest philosopher. My father's an engineer. He says, most engineers don't know what's 1 + 1. They can dissect the biggest mathematical numbers for you, but you ask them what's 1 + 1, the guy doesn't know how to answer the question. When his kid sits down to do homework with him, goes, the great what's his name, and pi, and you get the prescription of, how do we call it, Edison, Mike Tyson, whatever the guy's name was?
Mike Tyson.
Not Mike Tyson, the what's the name? That had something, Edison.
Watson.
Yeah, Edison, something 52B7, whatever, his numbers, great.
Pi.
Yeah, but do you know what 1 + 1 is? When your kid at 5 years old asks you, Dad, I want to get a cup of water, and you describe to him how the water goes down your follicular system and your whole blalagam.
אז מה אנחנו עושים? כן, דבר. אז בקיצור, מה אנחנו עושים? זה בדיוק הנקודה.
No, in English. We're doing this in English.
Yeah.
We called it an ace before.
So what are we doing? That's exactly what I'm trying to say. If we're just busy all the day long, think, what do I need to do? What do I need to do?
But that's your idea.
First of all, you're not polite. And that's not the perfect word. But you don't let the other one speak. It has to do with the same thing. Never mind speak. I'm not a psychologist. I don't need to speak for the fact of me speaking. The fact of the matter is that you need to try, in my opinion, not you, everyone, has to try and understand with their minds ideas before they start going dissecting frogs. What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve with this science, for example? Give us a frog, let's chop it up, I'll show you where the heart is, I know where the liver is. Who gives a flying fuck? What do I have to do if I learn about frogs being dissected? And the same thing here. You want to dissect everything, not you specifically. It's not
by dissecting it. You're missing the point.
He needs love.
You know what the issue is.
What's the issue?
The issue is the guy has gone through something. The guy's gone through something.
Which one? The big one or the young one?
Does it make a difference?
Yes, it does. No, the young one didn't go through
it. How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know?
He went through the fact that he went through a violent, maybe like, come on, whatever.
So what? That's enough.
No.
Yeah, how do you know? You ever went through violent Bnei Brak?
You know what? You're right.
You gone through such a thing? You got your own shit you got to deal with. Yeah. I heard a great line from Yossi Jacobson today. He posted on a video. It was a great line. He says, "How do you know if?" Like, says his wife told him, "How do you know it's your wife?"
She knows.
If you have any, because she's the only one that could push the buttons that no one else could. She said, when she pisses you off to the biggest extent, to the essence that you said, I have thousands of friends. I've been so close to so many people. No one pissed me off like you could piss me off. Then you know that's your wife.
So what are you trying? What does that have to go?
The more you love and the more you connect it to a person, the more they get to know you, the more respect and love they need. Wait a second, shut up a second. Hear me out. Because when they're going, the more you connect to them, the more you're going to see. The more you're going to reveal inside them. And every layer you reveal inside them, there's so much that has to be dealt with. Someone has to be, I don't know the right word is, someone has to be, what's the wording? Calculated and not calculated. So much depth that he has to go through. And now we're in the times of, that Bezat Hashem, the end of Gullus. We're coming on to Mashiach times. We got to clear those last, those last details. But the last details are the hardest. Because when you drill,
yeah,
the thicker you go, the lower you go, the thicker it gets. And the harder it is to drill through wood. When you get to the stem of stuff, that's the hardest. The hardest wood is down deep under. And when you get down there, you hit real core. And now when that hurts, it hurts. And when you hit a core nerve, to say the least, you hit someone on the tap them on the skin, they say, yeah, the skin deep, nothing happened. Mm-hmm. When you tap someone on the nerve, they can go absolutely haywire. So think about it. He has a nerve in his brain that no one knows about besides for him. And he doesn't even know about himself sometimes. There's a thing called trauma being born. The trauma that your soul goes down, coming from above, going through the whole freaking Seder Shtalshalos to come to your body.
You told me this before, that girls used to be raped, and then they'd be fine,
Yeah, okay, Russia.
No, this is a very extreme example, but it is what I myself am trying to say. That we're so busy, I hear this from a lot of people, we're so busy, we're so soft. And
No, I'll explain to you the difference between yesterday's generation and this generation. Yesterday's generation, we were in survival mode. Now we're trying to live. If I put you in Gaza right now, look at the soldiers right now.
Yeah.
They go to the army, and they're Mr. Hero. They're killing people. They're surviving day in, day out. And it's like every day you come, you put your head down for the night. You're like, wow, I successfully stempel with a tuda, with a stamp. I survived the day. And then they come home, and the wife says, hey, welcome home. Can you wash the dishes? Oh, fuck off. I'm going to go back to the army. Why are all the soldiers trying to go back to the base? We're waiting for you back at home. You get to see your kids, and you look at them go, should I get change your diapers now? Why? Because reality is a lot harder to deal with than what's his face. When you're in Russia and you're surviving, you're in survival mode. Whatever happens with, I have a mission statement. Yeah. They killed 6 million. So right now I have to, it doesn't make a difference what they did. I got to bring back those 6 million. Or to make an even better example, which I heard which really brought the point home for me, was they said back in the day there's no food. Both in Ashkenazim and Sephardim, Tamanim and so forth. There's no food. So every Jewish mother wants what? Eat. Eat, 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 eat. Back in my day, when I was a kid, we had no food. So now I'm going to make enough food that you'll never go hungry for even 3 minutes.
Okay.
And what happened to the next generation?
They got bored with that?
No. Our wives, we grew up with food in the house. Not food, we grew up being fat, to say the least. Okay. We have a pretty, pretty healthy belly. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's a night that you went to sleep saying, I'm hungry, besides for trying to find an excuse for not going to sleep in the night. but you were hungry. You went to sleep with a full belly. Right?
Yeah.
You could be allergic to stuff. You could not like food.
Yeah.
You can
So
complain
that's what I'm
about it.
saying. We're soft.
So it's not that we're soft. We have that option.
Yeah, we have
But
that
when you're in
option.
survival mode, what happened to the next generation? Now, our wives are trying to force feed the kids also.
No, but
But wait a second. The kids are trying to force feed the kids now, right? They have to eat. Why do they have to eat? We're taking our mother's course. We're not understanding that sometimes it's worth putting the kitchen down.
You're full of
Wait
cliché.
a second.
Cliché.
Wait a second. Now it's time to say to the food, wait, I'm going to spend time with my kids instead of trying to cook 17,000 dishes so the kids will always have food to eat. Now it's more important time with the kids than the food that we're going to feed them.
So, you understand that you just...
So let me bring that right down to reality.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everyone's trying to make everyone feel great about themselves. We'll buy them presents, we'll make them all feel good, we'll do everything. But sit down, have 10 minutes. Instead of feeding them 20 meals a day and make sure they don't feel hungry for a second, just shut up and say, how was your freaking day? Take the, don't get me wrong, I am not perfect in this. I could work on it myself. My own kids, Baruch Hashem, I have 7 and we're doing this, and it's a battle. I'm saying this because reality, not because I keep doing it. I try.
That's survival?
I also, everyone's in their survival. I got my own traumas I got to deal with.
This trauma, that's exactly what...
But again, but now we're a generation, we actually have the chance to deal with it. If you're running away from Stalin and Hitler, when was the last time you had a chance to sit down with your mom and say, Mom, I just got to run?
Yeah, whatever. You're very unclear. Your thoughts are not... You're not able to express your thoughts.
My point is, there's 2 points to it. One,
express yourself clearly.
back in the day, everyone's survival mode. When you're in the forest and you got to survive, you forget about everything. When you're running away from a lion,
You didn't have any trauma, and
You
when
had.
finished, no,
you
no.
had, but you didn't have a chance to deal
You're
with
fine.
it.
You're fine.
You didn't. No, you didn't find. You didn't
Everything's
have to
fine.
deal with it.
You dealt
You
with
did.
it.
You couldn't deal
You
with
just
it.
lived it.
You just kept living
Now
on.
we're all
But now
whining about it.
No, now that you could deal with it.
We're whining
I
about
heard
it.
Yossi Jacobson say it very nicely.
All day
Before
long.
Mashiach comes,
Everybody's whining.
this is before Mashiach comes. God's going to give us that chance to everyone to heal from all the crap we've gone through for generations. Not 1, 2. I'm talking about generations from back in Mashiach, back in Beis Hamikdash times. I'll leave you with this. I'm not gonna say his name, but I have a friend that did some therapy. Like, in his own head went back in time. He says, I saw myself in times of Beis Hamikdash, temple. He says, and there, I was a poor man. I was collecting. Like, he went to his own head type. I don't know exactly what type of therapy he did. But the point is, he said,
Previous Google.
in that generation, my previous Gilgul, says I was poor, and now I refuse to be poor, and that's why I fight for every shekel that I go. Are those two supposed to be on the phone?
No, it's not fitting.
Huh?
It's not fitting yet. I'm working on it.
All right. Anyway, you were saying. So, what's your idea? They still want to know.
What I'm trying to express is that nowadays, it seems to me, we're very busy. How come everybody's Chinik and being attention to people's trauma? When I say trauma, I mean I'm not trying to be looked at. People who have gone through trauma and they have trauma, but most people, not really.
No, there's no such person.
Just shut up. Just be tougher and stop fucking around and being such a pussy. That's what I'm trying to say. And not because I'm not how do you say ragish? Tender?
No gish, not tender. Gish is not tender.
Anyway, not because I can understand it. I'm not trying to say your feelings are not important. I'm trying to say to get over it. People around are dying in the army, they have serious trauma. Stop. How come everybody's trying to about all kinds of stupid little things? And that brings us to what I was trying to say before, that then in discussions between you and me, and any discussions.
When you're in the army, you're in survival mode, so there's no trauma.
Stop! You keep you.
It's not. It's very simple. When you're in the army, you're in trauma. You're not. There's no chance for trauma mode. You're survival, so you'll do anything to live. But when the guy comes back home and has to change his kid's diaper, he goes absolutely haywire. The trauma hits is afterwards. To the extent that they say if you play Tetris after you went through a traumatizing moment, the trauma will not survive with you. Because you took your brain off it. Trauma happens when you start developing the idea of what I just went through.
Interesting. That's interesting. That's now you're saying, I have an idea.
It's not an idea. It's a certain point. What is trauma is me understanding what I went through.
You just know.
Trauma is I went through something, and now it's starting to develop in my mind, and now I'm starting to get to feelings to it. I'll give you a great example of my own self. When I worked in the past few years, where I stopped working because Baruch Hashem, my twins were born, and then once I left there, I realized that I cannot go back.
Why?
Because I've been so traumatized over there from my boss, whatever. It's not getting into the details, but I was thinking about my wife is pressuring me to go back to work, and like, I'll call up your old boss. You know they like you over there. You like the way you work. Go back there because you get some. And I said, just even the thought of me going into that room and seeing my old boss, my entire system shuts down. To the extent I'm having a nervous breakdown thinking about it.
Wow.
Yeah, but just go in. It's your old boss. Fuck, man. You have control now. You went through therapy. You were in there. You know what you're doing. Don't give a flying shit about the man. The guy needs you. True. But in the back of my mind, subconsciously, it's still a scratch. It's still a traumatizing moment. And I know if I go inside that room right now,
it's not good.
in the place where I used to work, my system will either kill him or kill myself. So you're telling a guy, go back to, but people have gone through some stuff some people are stronger, so some guy could see an entire killing session in the army, walks up, that was pretty cool, we killed a bunch of terrorists. And then you have another guy that, shot one guy by mistake, and he saw, I'm a sheikh, I see blood all day.
Yeah.
You see
of
blood.
Animals.
You see blood, you freak out.
Full metal jacket.
It speaks English also?
כן. סרב להיות אני. תן לי 5.
What was this?
I don't know. Let's see if we can make these things in English, Hebrew. What is this?
Ask them.
In a ניהול good מסנן. תרגום. I took it off. Okay, dudes. Now we're going to try to understand what you guys are writing us. So we had no idea what you were talking about, man.
Everything till now was all in Hebrew, so it's like really over our heads.
No. Anyway, the idea is...
Yeah, let's hear it. I'm going to shut up now and you go for it. It's a bit of pure...
Yeah, you're going to shut up? I don't believe you.
Oh, now you start digging into me?
I can't believe such a... All right.
Yeah, let's get you on... You got any chow, by the way? Snack?
No, not really.
Snack a jacket?
I have crackers.
Alright, we'll bring them. Alpha, bring in a whistle. Where's your crackers?
In the Megira.
Which one?
Next to the refrigerator.
Can I steal a freezer?
Yeah.
Can I steal some stuff from the freezer?
Whatever you want, you can take.
Yeah, I understand that. But the cracker jack is from the freezer.
What cracker jack? Ah, that thing?
No, it's for your kids, man. I'm going to take it for kids.
You can take it, but it's...
Your kids will kill me.
No, it's not clean. It's not So that's what we're trying to say, you know? Yourself from mental slavery. רגע, יש פה אוסלו, פירמידה מאוסלו. פירמידת מסלאו.
Say your speech. What's your idea?
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Mental slavery is, you don't have to go work at that place, but you need to be strong enough to be able to do what you need to do.
Are you reading people's comments?
No, I am reading. I can't really understand because they're in Hebrew.
Wait a second, where's your crackers?
I said in the Megillah. Megillah. Megillah, you know what that means? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy.
It's all in Hebrew or it's in English?
No, now I turned it in, but no one's writing, so. Oh, in the drawer. The native language of the guy with the glasses is Hebrew. No, it's actually English. Tis.
He was born in
But now I'm a very Israeli dude, so.
Yeah, we're right now based out of Israel. We're brother-in-laws. We're married to 2 sisters. He's married to one sister. I married the other sister. Alright, so let me give you some background of our conversation. We got 2 brother-in-laws, Pigadol. One's gone through a lot in life.
Oh, yeah.
And he's cannot put himself together.
That's you?
38 years old, kind of ghetto job, can't hold down anything. He's gone up there, just locked himself in his room.
Oh, it's not that bad.
And then we got another brother-in-law, 20 years old, party animal,
No.
but just not very productive in life. Lately, he's like trying to be productive. Well,
The idea is that I feel sorry for him because he grew up in a religious atmosphere, ultra religious, and that's the problem. They're not productive.
No. The problem with ultra religious is they weaponize God.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And when you weaponize God, God is not your friend. He's not your father in heaven. He's not your mom. He's not your brother. He's not someone that cares shit about you. He's that guy that's going to come kick your ass if you don't listen to my commandments. It ain't God. And I'm not saying this in a, God forbid, a Christian in any other way. God created this world and gave us what he wants from us to do. Do your best at it and fight. To do your part.
It's always fighting.
Do your part.
Notice it's always fighting with this dude.
Do your part as best as you could. That's as far as it gets.
Oh, do your best. Yep. Amen to that, brother.
And some people's best is just wake up in the morning.
Yeah. Get up. Out of bed.
And some people's best waking up in the afternoon also.
No, but anyway, I wouldn't...
My point is, you never know what someone else is going through. He could be smiling from today to tomorrow.
But he's not smiling.
That's not the point. You have no clue what a man's gone through. And even if he shares what he was gone through, and you go, save her! I've also gone through that. But then you're built of something else, and he's built of something else.
Yep. I think the idea is that we need to understand that if a man has a father, and the father and mother are normal, no one's normal, but they're there for that. Then they have a person has no real excuse to be, to be a nothing. No one is nothing. Everyone is something. Everyone is godly. But if you're a young person, there's no reason why you can't go out and take a bite out of life. You know what I mean?
You're 100% right.
Just let me finish. Let the other person finish their speech till the end.
Go ahead.
And in the meantime,
I'm eating crackers.
Yeah. In the meantime, your thoughts will become more potent. You don't have to immediately ejaculate your idea.
Dude, just say what you want to say.
The idea is, so like that one, from the very beginning. Every person is different. Yeah. Okay. That's true. In other words, Chaim is always trying to be this like very psychological and the help. And I agree.
It has nothing to do with psychological. It's very simple. You've gone through what you want in your life, but then God gave you the tools to deal with it.
Exactly.
God gave him the tools, but you have no clue where he stands. In your eyes, he looks like a pisher that's doing nothing with his life. In his eyes is, wow, I have accomplished so much.
That's not true.
How do you know? Have you ever asked him?
Anyway, it's always very complex and psychological, like I said, with this dude to my left.
Excuse me?
The ideas are always complex and hard to understand because they're not focused. And the idea that I was trying,
Shut up a second. I grew up with ADD and dyslexia. Shut up a second.
He uses it
I had this ADD, and I still am right now. I can't even hold most part of my brain's like in 10 different locations right now, to be honest. And dyslexia. Yeah, you're right. And dyslexia. So being part of school, I was always, to say that nice, the victim of most teachers because I always judged if you look normal, so on and so forth. I have a brother that has, God should protect him and help him out. He has 2 kids that are Down syndrome. So discussing, he just had another daughter, Down syndrome. God should give him the strength to stand up to his challenge.
Who was that?
And he says to me, he says, Chaim, I know your kid's ADHD and climbing the wall, so on and so forth. I said, look, the difference between my kid and your kid is, and again, I'm not judging his kid. I'm not judging anyone that has kids Down syndrome. God should protect them, and we should never know of anyone that has such things, but there are such things out there. I said the difference between my kid and your kid is everyone sees he's Down syndrome. So when he does something stupid, and goes, oh, it's folly. It's okay. Just give him a hug and just, My kid looks normal, and when he does something stupid on his ADHD on his bad day, he gets thrown out of school, beaten, whatever it is, by the classmates or by his school or so on and so forth. And then what? When he's Down syndrome, we go, oh, he's special needs. No one knows the other kid's sitting there taking 15 pills a day trying to survive the day. Because he looks normal and he's smiling at the camera doesn't mean he's surviving. You have no freaking clue what's going on behind the scenes. And that's my point. I rest my case.
All right. He's rested his case. That means that I can talk now. Straight out. No one's going to interrupt me in my flow of thought and my train of thought will forever be forging ahead. So the idea is...
You should say so before you start farting and bring it up.
There he said that I have a friend that thinks that everyone's child is born as a blank leaf and everyone is equal at the start. And that's exactly what Maimonides, as I recall, says. It doesn't matter if you are or you're not.
You're on camera.
No, it doesn't matter if you are or you're not. You're a blank leaf, you're not a blank leaf. But the fact of the matter is, if you have a father, if a person has a father and a mother, and they're not being hidden by them or raped by them or extremely abused by them, then they should be able to bring themselves into being. I mean, even in horrible places like Iran or whatever, the people are able to build themselves up. The only reason I can find that someone is not being able to raise himself up could be because someone else is holding them down. And that, my friend, is not a good enough excuse. If someone else is holding you down, you should break free. And if it's your parents, you should break free from your parents. It's not that hard to go rent a place and be a man, especially if you're a man. If you're a woman, whatever, I don't know. I've never
I'm
done
gonna
it.
tell that to your kids.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
That's I'm saying this in a brave way.
We should get this recorded.
It is.
I know.
I'm saying it in a brave way because I'm growing up kids, and I will grow them up in this
You're
way.
bringing them up.
Said or whatever, bringing them up, growing them up, and that's. I'm trying. I used to work as a autistic kid. Okay, that's nice for you. Great. Anyway,
Think of ADHD kids as autistic, but they look normal. So they can manage autistic kids, if I understand correctly, can do the most crazy, crackpot ideas and things. But they don't know how to express themselves. ADHD kids do the crazy, crackpot ideas, but they know how to express themselves. They don't know how to get themselves out of trouble. Some do, some don't. So everyone judges them for their genius ideas, not realizing this guy just put most puzzles back together by himself.
emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds.
No, I will explain this right.
Have no fear.
ADHD is a present from heaven.
If it's a present, why do you need to hack a mechanic so much about it?
Because it's very simple.
Just use it.
It's very simple. ADHD means your brain works 15,000 times faster than most normal people. The problem is most people are not speed car drivers.
Yeah.
Most kids that have ADHD don't know how to drive yet. So you put them in a race car and you put them at 500 miles an hour.
So what do they need to do? They need to learn how to drive?
They need someone that's going to sit there and say, dude, just slow down.
So you as an ADHD person, you think you need someone next to you who's telling you?
No, I don't think need someone next to me.
You just said that's what an
No,
ADHD
I'm saying
needs.
that as a kid.
Okay.
As an adult,
How does an adult?
I have to learn, because as a child I didn't learn this, is take control of a car. For give you an example,
We're not talking about driving.
they say it's very simple. When you're driving 10 miles an hour or 50 miles an hour, that's a normal speed. You're going on a 60-mile road, you go 60 miles up to 70. But if you're landing in a Ferrari, whatever, sport car, and you're going 120 to 70, if you're not trained how to cut nerves and turns, you don't know how to deal with it. You'll smash into walls and piss off a lot of people, or smash into other cars.
So
ADHD kid or adult that never got the rules and regulations is that guy flying 120 with no control. Not because he was chosen, not because he has control and he's decided to put 120. The gas pedal is going 120. Not by choice, that's the situation. So he has to learn to deal with it.
So he has to learn to deal with it.
On the other hand, when you're going 120, your brain works a lot faster. You come with great ideas. And most successful, rich-ass people are ADHD because they come up with the crazy, crackpot ideas. I see that with my kids. They come with the crazy, crackpot ideas. And as an adult, you don't always appreciate those ideas. For example, taking a shower with an umbrella. Why? Because umbrella is supposed to protect you from the rain and water. So why the hell bring you to the shower? Or you're taking a shower, instead of turning off the water, open an umbrella and then shampoo yourself. I mean, it's crackpot as an adult, but that's an ADHD kid as a child.
Let's talk to about it.
He understands. Now, bring it back around to what we were saying before. You have no clue what it means to be in someone else's shoes. It says in Tanya. It says in every freaking psychology book.
What does it say in Tanya?
Don't judge a man till you walk in his shoes. Parak Lamed base. Oh, you want the right exact reading?
Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly what it says. Till you get to Achin Magila Makoyme, till you get to his place, you cannot judge a man. And then the Alter Rebbe says that Mozaken, or the first rabbi of Chabad, you will never get to another man's shoes. In other words, you can never judge anybody. His wife just got back. We're back.
One knives. I only have 3% on my battery.
And we'll plug it in.
No fear for atomic energy.
What's the name? Get the plug.
None of them can stop at the time. Tough.
No,
Say something smart.
We have 4 likes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're on fire, man. We're on fire. Babbling ourselves to death.
Well, amidst Hashem, God willing, we'll start a new podcast for all our followers.
All our followers. Stupid.
Dude, I think the hell with the Zoom situation. This is just great. Like, you just keep swinging around.
All our followers, we're starting a podcast for you. I'm so happy to tell you that we've decided to finally
break loose.
Yeah, we thought about it and we weren't sure we should.
Wait.
But lately we've decided.
No, I'm watching it. Kind of. Maybe we should send Lach a message with your link.
So we've decided that we're going to start a new podcast. Not more of this bumbly. We're going to start seriously a podcast, and then we're going to
bubble there too.
We're going to be babbling ourselves.
Well, what was the name? What was the name of the podcast?
Right before the end. I don't know what happens with battery stops in the middle. I don't know. Probably